ground as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They're testing the right side here. Turning it on! Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Might be changing the route. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Looking deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Leaves it with the running back. Picks up the first down. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The Rebels will have it 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40. Chance to talk it over nearing the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Looking for a gap. It's Lacey. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
And the Rebels back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Might as well give it to him again. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Well, right away after picking up the 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to pass. It's Simmons. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Rebels. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
Let's go to the studio now and check in
this week.
Pittsburgh looked like a bunch of world beaters today in a stern-to-stem beatdown. I think a lot of people forget this program won 5 national titles last century. A rich tradition and a sparkling performance today. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connor's keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Got the quick completion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Gibson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when you start getting those long yardage situations.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Sooners will call on their punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Might be calling a hot route. Give to the running back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Find some fresh air. Oh, out of space. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Takes a handoff. It's Lacy. Runs for the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long, this one from the 44. Back to pass, it's Simmons. And the the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. They boot it away on 4th down. Heels the punt and try to pick up some yards. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. They'll start this drive going to the air. Under fire. Turns it on in midfield. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
To the air on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Handoff from the gun. Got the 1st down and more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. The play action fake. Here's the pressure. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Intercepted to stop the threat. Takes it the other way. Crosses midfield. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Ole Miss. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Defense not showing press coverage. Looking for room. It's up. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Shows him the stiff arm. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Simmons. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give to the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And a nice job slipping in the screen. Like, you got to know the situation when those pass rushers, Palmer, are going to come upfield and those situations where you can take advantage of the defense.
Yeah, I would love a David Pollock just running at me free and then finding a way to negotiate the throw around a guy that just knew he was going to be getting a sack. That feels so good. Complete the screen and keep the drive alive.
And the Rebels are rolling down the field. Takes the handoff. It's Diggs.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
The Rebels have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Fullback's got it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And you got to throw the fullbacks a bone occasionally, okay? Those dudes have one of the worst jobs on the field. Always blocking every single play, down in, down out. When you get those situations, you can give him the ball, give him a bone, reward him for all of his hard work.
And the Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Motion from the wideout. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Catch in the middle, it's dribbling. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Haas. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Leaves it with the back, and he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ray. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
The Rebels have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Motion from the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
2nd and goal, and the defense was not fooled. It looked like they knew exactly when that guy came in motion across the formation. They said he's getting the football. They played uphill, get the tackle for a loss, and 4th or 3rd down and goal situation.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. looking for a man. It's Mateer. Makes the grab. It's Gibson. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats and get the INT. Nice job by this D.
This drive will open from the 15. Going with the ground game left. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Couldn't find much room on the return, but what a costly miscue, and they've got it at the 26-yard line. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
The Sooners will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
You know, this happens sometimes in football. You forget which direction you're going, and you got to be reminded. You were going the wrong direction. Come on, man. We got to catch that thing. We got to get north-south and go make a play, get closer to the end zone, not start dancing and going the wrong way.
Defense might bring the house here. Bringing the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him...
Touchdown, Oklahoma! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Yeah, and he did a really good job selling this, dropping back to pass, waiting a little bit of time, and giving his running back a chance to run down the field. He runs the real route. He's open, throws a strike, gets in for the touchdown.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He calls for the fair catch and makes it deep in his own end, and he might have been better off seeing if that ball would just trickle into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the move, it's Lacey. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They'll give it to him again. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Rides the back and leaves it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
It'll be 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. This 3rd down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. QB draw. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the returner is stopped. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Snagged in the middle, it's Burks. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Sooners in the hurry up. Looking downfield on 1st down. Back open in the middle. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
So now it's 2nd and long. Just keep slinging it. Got it in the middle. It's Burks. There he goes. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. From the red zone, looking for a man. He caught it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Trying to barge their way in. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
He's in there for the two-point conversion, and now they're just down 6. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every